Hey everyone, Theo here. Today I'm reviewing the Alldocube iPlay 50 Mini Pro, which is an 8.4-inch tablet running on Android 13. And first of all, disclaimer, this is a review unit provided by the company. In this video, I'll just present to you my findings so that you can decide whether or not this is worth the money. This tablet comes with 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of internal storage, the MediaTek Helio G99 processor, which is an 8-core processor, and the price is US $159. The price may be even lower if there is a promotion going on, and at the time of review they have $30 off, so you can actually get this tablet at $129. I have also reviewed the non-pro version a few weeks ago, and for US $109 it's really worth the money. This pro version has several upgrades and is also worth the money. So shown on the screen right now are the differences between the non-pro and the pro models. The processor in the Pro model is the MediaTek G99, which is a slight upgrade to the Unisoc T606. The RAM has increased from 4 to 8 GB, the storage has increased from 64 to 256 GB, and there is still the microSD card slot. The battery capacity has increased from 4,000 to 5,000 mAh. There is no Wi-Fi L1 unfortunately, and the weight has increased from 292 to 306 grams. This display also has an upgrade, but it's not mentioned very clearly on their product page. What it doesn't say is the color support and contrast ratio are actually better, so the visual quality of this display is noticeably better compared to the non-pro tablet. Alright, let me give you the bottom line up front. This is a compact portable tablet that looks good, feels good, and the performance is quite responsive. I mean, take a look at how fast the screen rotates. Multitasking is smooth with 8 gigs of RAM. It can also be used for some light gaming, but it's not great for graphics intensive games. Colors are vibrant, display is bright, and visuals are sharp. And there is Google Play Store. Some of the downsides are the weird placement for the 3.5mm audio jack, the USB-C charging port at the top. The one single speaker at the bottom is not that loud, and the audio quality sounds slightly hollow. There is no biometric unlock, there is no fingerprint or face unlock. And lastly, there is no Wi-Fi L1, which means high-resolution video streaming is not possible from certain companies such as Netflix. Oh, did I mention this tablet has cellular? So this can take calls, send and receive SMS, and you can also install WhatsApp. So for $159, this is good value for money, more so compared to the non-pro model, simply because this has a better display, more RAM and more internal storage, and if you can get this tablet at a further discount, this is a terrific deal. Even affordable Android tablets are getting so good nowadays. So if you are looking for a compact portable Android tablet, this is definitely one you should consider. Alright, let's move on to the full review. These are the items included with the purchase if you did not buy the tablet with bundled goodies. So there's the tablet, a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, a USB-A wall charger, and a quick start guide. This is a 10-watt charger, and it doesn't seem like it's possible to choose the type of plug on the ordering page. What's missing in this box is the SIM ejection tool for the micro SD card and SIM card tray. Let's take a look at the bundled goodies you can get if you have more budget. So for an extra $10 you can get the flip case, this USB-C to USB-A adapter, and this wired earphones with control for taking calls. There's a little mic there for taking calls, and there is no volume adjustment. The audio quality is actually okay. The audio quality is better than the internal speaker, but there is no way to adjust the fitting. This flip case provides full protection for the tablet, but there is no magnets on the cover, so there is no auto wake and sleep functionality. $10 for these 3 items is quite reasonable, and if you have an extra $10, you can also purchase this wireless Bluetooth keyboard, and since this is just $10, it's kind of flimsy and feels a bit cheap, but it's usable. The battery is rechargeable with this USB-C port, And if you have another 10 US dollars, you can also get this pen. This is a dual tip stylus with a soft tip on this end and a disc tip on the other end. Now this tablet does not have official pen support, so you will not get pressure sensitivity or tilt sensitivity or palm rejection. The pen can be used to write and draw, however the writing and drawing experience is not ideal. Design of this tablet looks good. The corners are rounded off, including the LCD display. The sides are flat. The bezels are quite thin on these two sides, thicker at the top and bottom. There is one camera here, another camera on the back. Camera quality is so-so. This surface is matte textured and this is a dark gray. I'm not sure whether this is plastic or metal. It looks and feels like metal, but it could be plastic. Anyway, the overall build quality of this tablet is very solid. It looks and feels premium and it's quite thin. The 3.5mm audio jack is for some reason located at the top left of the tablet, and this is the tray for the SIM and micro SD card. This is how the tray looks. This tablet has 4G LTE cellular connection, which in my opinion is quite useful. So at the top here is the USB-C charging port with USB 2 transfer speeds. On the side here we have the power button and volume control, and there is one speaker at the bottom. The volume is not that loud and the audio quality sounds slightly hollow. So this is one area where the company can really improve on the user experience. Just make the audio quality better and this tablet will be so much better. So what is this tablet good for? Well, for web browsing, for watching videos, which by the way has minimal black bars at the top and bottom, and you can use this to read comics as well, although the 8.4-inch display isn't, well, the biggest, but the text is still legible. The sharpness is good, the colors are good. I personally prefer to read comics on a display that is 10 inches or larger, but this tablet obviously is way more compact and portable, and you can easily hold this in one hand even with a case on the tablet. This display comes with a screen protector already applied, and you can see it's very glossy. The colors on this display look good out of the box. The display is bright and is bright enough for use under sunlight. The resolution is 1920 by 1200, and on an 8.4-inch display, pixelation is not noticeable from one arm's distance away, so the visuals are quite sharp. And this display is laminated, so there is no gap between the glass and the LCD beneath. I'm definitely quite impressed by the visual quality of this display, which is better compared to the non-Pro model. So the colors look really nice, and when you're watching a movie, the visual experience is really good. Let's talk about performance. This tablet uses the MediaTek G99 processor, which is an 8-core processor. I do not have any benchmarks for you. All I can say is this processor is more than powerful enough to run the tablet very smoothly, very responsively, and there is 8 gigs of RAM, so there is no issues with multitasking. The download speed is pretty fast, as you can see. Not having 120Hz display here is not really a downside because this display is small. 120Hz displays benefit larger displays. And this is quite smooth, even the zoom in and out is quite responsive. It is possible to play games on this tablet, but it's not ideal for graphics intensive games. So let's launch Genshin Impact and have a look. The one thing that affects performance is with the speed of the internal storage, which is not that fast. So when you're loading huge apps or huge games, it's going to take much longer, and Genshin Impact is a game that is quite big. So let's see how much time it takes to load the game. That's just a preload, by the way. This is the real load, and this is going to take a lot of time. With my other more powerful Android tablet, this loading time here, or the loading stage here, is really fast. But here it's going to take a while. It's going to take some time. Yep, it's not that instant. It takes a while, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad because once the game is loaded, once you're inside the game, the performance is okay. But for graphics intensive games, there will still be the occasional stutter. Now with the non-pro model that I had tested a few weeks ago, there is the occasional stutter even when I'm running around. But here the stutter is less frequent. There is still the stutter occasionally, but it is much less frequent. So there was a stutter there. Yeah, so the gameplay here is smoother. But this is actually at the lowest graphics settings. I definitely do not have any issues with the performance. In fact, I am very impressed by the performance of an Android tablet that is just US $160. This tablet is running on Android 13 and there is Google Play Store, so you have access to all the apps from Google Play Store. The OS does not have many features, so if you need more features, you will have to install your own launcher. There is also no auto brightness for the display. There is surprisingly no bloatware installed, which is great. The battery life of this tablet is about 8 to 9 hours depending on the brightness. You can easily get 9 hours of battery life with 50% brightness, which is quite bright with the display from this tablet. Using a 45-watt charger that I have, I was able to charge 80 to 90% in 1.5 hours. Alright, to conclude, is this worth the money? I would say yes, and I can recommend this tablet very easily because this has many pros and just a few cons, such as the so-so audio quality and the lack of Wi-Fi L1. Now, if you guys know of any other compact portable Android tablets that provide more value than the Alldocube iPlay 50 Mini Pro, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have the intention to get this tablet, consider using the affiliate links that I have for you in the video description below to help support my YouTube channel and the work that I do here. Alright, I hope this review is useful. See you guys again. Bye.